This one is about Hasan Piker. If I make this into a standalone video, it's going to be titled "Everyone is Talking About Hasan," or something like that. Okay. Yeah.
Today we need to talk about a very popular content creator and streamer by the name of Hasan Piker, who is the world's second most popular political commentator.
The second most popular streamer. Yeah, he's been beefing with Asmongold because Asmongold is more popular.
Aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination, we need to take some time to reflect.
Okay. Browns. Snow White and the 7 Discord mods.
On the words and in fact direct call to actions that have been allowed to be spoken freely on our social media platforms, regardless of the fact that they broke not only multiple terms of service, which exposes a double standard, but the very basic fibers of dignity and decency.
Yep. It seems like you need to know intersectionality. Oh, don't worry, I know what woke means. But yeah, regarding Hasan, obviously, no, he'd be breaking terms of service literally all the time, and he'll get 1-day bans on his day off, as if it means anything.
I will present to you a few clips that have been put together by fellow content creators who are exposing his diabolical.
Hello, Rydex, if I'm saying that right. But, dang it, I just lost my train of thought.
Takes. But ironically,
oh yeah, the fact that Metatron is finally actually making a video about all of this. No, I remember he did a live stream like a few months ago about the Denims Frogan and Casey Tron lawsuit with Ethan Klein. I didn't end up watching that stream, but, you know, at least he's in the know.
Might end up being demonetized or censored.
Oh, is that what intersectionality is? I can imagine.
Because of his words on my channel, even though his own words did not get him demonetized or banned on his platform. This isn't 2-tier justice, this is 15-tier justice. I'm still making the video. Before I jump into the actual clip,
yeah, don't be afraid, Metatron. Speak.
And you see what I'm talking about, and if you haven't seen it, take a Valium. But before we jump into that, there is one take that I want to address, a take that has been rather popular these days on social media, and it's nonsense. So here it is, the take, open quotes. The only person responsible for the death of Charlie Kirk is the shooter, because he's the one who pulled the trigger. Close quotes. Nonsense. People who call for violence and incite violence are also responsible, and the blood of Kirk is on their hands too. Let me show you that you actually agree with me. Let's retro-apply it to test its inner logical consistency. Is Hitler responsible for the millions of deaths he caused? I mean, he didn't literally pull the trigger, he only used words and incited his sick followers. But technically, it was his followers who actually did the killing. So...
Oh yeah, that reminds me of when the LA riots were going on. Apparently 25% of the people in those riots were friends of... or at least were viewers of Hasan. So that tells you all you really need to know about Hasan.
Are we not going to blame the man who had the influence and gave the orders, who made these public speeches? Is he not responsible now? Because, well, he technically didn't pull the trigger, so...
No. Hasan has been calling for violence for a long time. From, like, wanting to take down landlords in Minecraft to wanting to take down, like, Rick Scott.
Yeah, I didn't think so. In the age of information, during the continuous uprise of technological addiction, violent rhetoric is not just in the hands of political tyrants making public speeches in plazas and city squares. The rhetoric and its call to action is now spread through TikTok. Social media is the new city plaza, and this power is now wielded by a multitude of chronically online narcissists who have become rich and popular overnight and do not understand the...
He's a communist with a Gucci bag. Got his product kit, gotta have his swag. Hello, Bills Billy.
...severity of the responsibility they have towards the millions of people they influence. Or do they? Or does he? Words have power, particularly in a politically inflamed context.
Yeah.
And we cannot detach responsibility from those who speak violence and incite those who physically commit said violence. As of the making of this video,
yeah, he openly calls for violence all the time and supports terrorists, so...
There are tens of thousands of calls to action right now. People are asking for Kirk's wife to be next.
Oh my god, oh hell no.
Do Asmongold next, they say.
Oh, they've been wanting to get Asmongold for a while now. No, he keeps on beefing with Asmongold. Even when Asmongold is taking a break to help take care of his dad, Hasan can't but help get his panties in a twist.
There need to be consequences for direct incitement to violence and threats online. There have to be legal consequences. And personally, I don't care who says it, towards who. In the last few days, we have seen a monumental...
No, he is a himbo, like, high-key. Not low-key, but high-key.
Of tolerant liberals celebrate and laugh at the death of a father, a husband, drawing cartoons where you can see his throat explode with blood.
Oh my god, there's no way people are drawing cartoons of that shit.
Seen these
Hell
kids on
no.
TikTok laughing like little miserable demons, chanting "We got Charlie on the neck" multiple times as there are a few girls in the background laughing and giggling.
Oh, fuck those people. Fuck them all to literal hell, honestly.
These people are disgusting. Now I know that if you're a right-winger watching this, or a centrist, or a moderate...
But I need those people to live till they're at least 40, though. because for reasons that I can explain another time, you have to be at least 40 for that to be an option.
You already don't want to have anything to do with these people. But
how many Hasan Pikers does it take to screw in a light bulb? That's a trick question because you can't.
If you are one of my left-wing subscribers, please call them out. Show
exactly.
us who the good lefties are.
Doesn't matter what side you're on. If even Ethan Klein put out a statement. Insult to himbos. Well, excuse me, but there's no way someone made a dead Charlie toy. Hell no. No. That can't be real. There's no way that's real. That is fucking disgusting.
Versus the bad lefties. Do not find the justification. Don't try to say...
Oh, yeah. Ethan Klein put out a statement saying that anyone in his audience that supported the death of Charlie Kirk is not welcome on his channel. So if any one of you guys watching this right now, I highly doubt any of you support it, but anyone who did support it, it's in your best interest to leave.
Yes, but show us you're decent, because the others is full mask off. And we will call out each and every single one of them. Faces
hello,
on
Dimmy
the screen
Onesie.
For the world to see. But of course, for moral consistency, I will say that if someone on the right now makes a TikTok and starts to say, we need to retaliate and off this influencer on the left, no.
No, you don't want to do that. No, that'll just exacerbate it.
There need to be legal consequences for each threats of violence. Stop trying to off each other, for crying out loud. After I'm done with Pike and Nexus Destiny.
Oh god, we have to talk about Destiny.
Proceed in order. Before I show you what he said, there's one thing you don't know that I would like you to know. 3 days ago was the scheduled launch date for my new merch. Appended for 6 months to create, but I suspended the merch campaign because I wanted to make videos about Charlie Kirk's assassination, but it didn't feel right in my conscience to continue the planned integrations and post them on every video for a week as we had intended.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. After my recent streams, I'd been advertising the streams as being kick promotions, but after those streams have ended, I kind of rebranded the VODs so that they're a bit more, I guess, tasteful in relation to what it is that we've been doing, and I might have to do the same for this one.
So I completely blocked the campaign even though we had started 3 days ago, and I did not put any integration nor mention to my new merch on the videos that I made about Charlie Kirk, because it felt inappropriate.
Right.
Even though I knew that those videos were going to get hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah, at least Metatron has his priorities in check.
I didn't
unlike the shooter.
Feel right about it, and I stopped. However, this video, as I said, might get demonetized. So I am going to put
yeah, don't worry. If I make this into a... Destiny. No, I don't want to talk about Destiny right now. But, yeah, if I do make these reactions into standalone videos, I already know that they're not going to get that many views, but it doesn't matter because I feel like that all of this is important.
On this video, because it's a video about Pika. To counter that, I'm going to show you the new beautiful pendant right now. If you're not interested, feel free to skip it, but if you do want to support me, regardless of it...
Alright, here, let's get on with it so that we don't have to waste too much time. Yeah, it's a nice pendant here. Let me start from here.
I'm a man who likes to admit his biases and be transparent and 100% clear, because when I do that, then if what I'm saying is based on a bias, then I do want you guys to call me out, because all I care about is the truth. And I'll be honest with you right now, I do not like Hasan Piker. I haven't liked him ever since I found out that he said the likes of America deserved 9/11.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people that don't like Hasan Piker. No, the first time I came across Hasan was in the context of a video of a Jewish guy going into New York's Hasidic Jewish community to see what it was like. But then someone uploaded a video about Hasan interviewing the quote-unquote Luffy the Houthi, who was doing what they would do, who allegedly do what they do on One Piece, except that's not what happens in One Piece. Granted, I've never seen One Piece, so I can't speak on that, but when I saw that pop up in my recommendations, I watched it and I was like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be watching Hasan.
Which, regardless of your political takes, I find to be a distasteful statement to make, considering that the people who died during 9/11 were not soldiers. They were just regular people that were going to jobs. They were someone's father, wife, husband, children. So that already, as far as I'm concerned, put him in the this guy's bad list. Now, this is something he said years ago, I believe. Therefore, I'm always ready for someone to have a redemption arc, but what it seems is that he actually went further down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, he is no. Any redemption arc that he could have had is long gone. Oh, I remember this. Oh, God. No, freaking gay thirst trap looking ass.
I watched his video reaction to what happened to Charlie Kirk, and in fact...
No. Exactly, Medgar.
Fooled me at first.
Luffy the Houthi, no longer in One Piece. No, after Trump bombed a Houthi gathering. No, that was rich.
In the sense that I thought when I saw him being distressed for Charlie's death, and he was not laughing about it.
Oh, yeah. I was listening to more Pegasus on my way home from playing DDR, and no, Hasan's initial reaction was definitely one of shock, but then he found a way to make it about himself.
The other monsters are, and he was instead being like, oh my gosh, oh my lord, what is happening? No, don't laugh about it to his own audience. You know, at first I thought,
oh, his audience was laughing. They were like putting like, I didn't see the video since I was listening to it in the car, but I can imagine what Hasan's chat was looking like at that time.
Maybe this guy is getting points with me because
Hello,
I'm not a
Dimmers.
pragmatic individual. If someone says something right,
If I'm saying
I don't
that
care
right.
what politics they have, I will admit it. But I was wrong. He was acting out. How do I know that? Well, I responded to Tectone recently, who was complaining about the sun.
Yep. Take down all the landlords and let the streets soak in their capitalist blood. In Minecraft, that is.
He's only saying that now because he's scared that this could happen to him. Why am I saying this? What is my proof of this? Why did I change my mind even though at first I was like, you know what, maybe he's being decent on this one for once? Because I found this.
Exciting stuff? Oh yeah, we've definitely got exciting stuff. Well, I've got 2 other things that we're gonna look at after this. I just wanted to get some news related stuff because I want to make sure that I have enough variety on my streams. No, I don't have a DDR. I have 2 DDR pads at my house, but I don't really play on them because I'd much rather play on an actual machine.
Watch. Since I have to try and defend my platform, I'm cutting out some name words. Look at the screen.
Rabbi Shmuley. Why would he start? I don't even want to know.
And for the full version, come check out my Twitter, link in the description.
I'm sick and tired of it. Left-wingers, liberals, you need to be fucking showing your opponents on there, okay? You need to be them. You need to be these motherfuckers
This
and
bastard.
letting Pistons just ride on stage. What the is this shit, man? Set them up. What the is this? You cannot have a big fucking layup. You could not have had a bigger layup than
Nice.
a horrible candidate like Herschel Walker.
Oh my
sure,
God,
he was
this-
prepared very well. And Herschel Walker actually had a good
Monetized?
Jesus. Fucking bitch. The fucking bitch Hasan is.
On social media. Did he get banned? Why does he still
Nope. He's still not banned from Twitch.
have a platform? Do you think that's over? Oh, that's not all of it.
Oh.
There's more.
We're just getting started.
Poor people that they can afford housing in Berkeley. I don't know how that works.
My understanding is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist, dude.
Right. He hates red capitalist blood, yet he's a wealthy millionaire.
Exactly. He's a communist with a Gucci bag, got his Prada kit, gotta have his swag.
He's dressed in red capitalist money. And I mean,
And Twitch is owned by Amazon, which is one of the embodiments of capitalism that also supports Israel. And he's also a taxpayer, which is something that socialism likes. And a lot of the taxes go towards sending ammunition to Israel. So clearly Hasan doesn't actually care about those causes as much as he thinks he does.
tell you this. I despise your wealth, Piker. Because it's blood money.
Mm-hmm.
And I made a post about this on my Twitter, and someone came to the...
Yeah, I will do my best not to let any of the money that I make go to my head.
defend him and said, you're taking him out of context when he said X, one of...
Oh my god, the typical Hasan Piker dick rider freaking response. Oh, you're just taking him out of context. No, bitch, Hasan is the context. Hello, Willer.
These and all the multiple others that he did, in that case, he didn't mean conservatives, he actually meant Democrats. Oh, so that makes it better?
As if it's any
You
different,
absolute
right?
moron. That makes it better? No one should be... I don't care. I don't care who is direct. That's beyond the point.
Pretty
It's one of the
much.
few cases where context does not matter. And by the way, if after he makes a call to action, then he pauses for a moment and says, in Minecraft.
In Minecraft, exactly. No, we're going to... Well, I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but I am going to say that it would be in Roblox. Obviously, I'm not going to say that, even if it is a joke.
No. Just read what his chat says. This guy, let's put, if you really like the context, let's present this context then. Who is he streaming to?
Oh.
15 housewife and the local parish man? He has tens of thousands, sometimes 50,000 people who watch him, and a huge chunk of those are radical, and he knows it. Now,
Yep. A lot of the people in the riots in LA are allegedly fans of him.
there is one more section that I'm not going to show, and I'll tell you why.
Oh.
What it looks like in this screenshot that he specifically said, someone needs to do Charlie Kirk.
Is that so? I don't think I want to show that. There's no way that he's the one that motivated it. There's no way that this Tyler Robinson fellow was a fan of Hasan. There's no way.
The reason why I'm not showing that on screen is because I found it only as a screenshot, and those can be altered. So.
Oh, well, if it's real, then it's certainly something to think about.
Stuff that I can actually hear him say on video, yeah.
Oh my
but something
God.
that I cannot corroborate because it could have been faked, I'm not going to use, so I'm not going to show it. However, the reason why I'm even mentioning it is because the FBI should look into that. Because if it's
I'm sure the FBI has been looking into Hasan for a long time, but Hasan is trying to, like, what was it? He's trying to sneak around the censors and stuff, trying to get in and around, trying to sneak past what is barely acceptable in the context of Twitch. Yeah, it's just bullshit. It's all bullshit. Hasan needs to be taken down, and it needs to happen soon. And like I said, I've said this multiple times, when he's 1000% fucked, I'm hosting a watch party, and it's gonna be so much fun.
And it's someone on the right who's trying to pin something he didn't say on him, then ignore it. But look at the other side. But if it is true that he said this, I'm not a lawyer, but isn't that like accessory to murder at this point? I don't know, you tell me if you know the law, but definitely. Here is what I say. I call for Hasan Piker to be deplatformed. I think he should be permanently banned, not on his day off.
Nope. He needs to be not only does he need to be fucking banned, he needs to be, like, arrested. No, there needs to be fucking news cameras. No, if anyone remembers, like, the whole P. Diddy thing, there were, like, helicopters and, like, agents invading his whatever, discovering all of the stuff that was in Diddy's whatever. No, we need that stuff in Hasan's mansion. Oh my god. No, I will freaking stream the hell out of that shit.
He should be permanently banned from both Twitch and YouTube, not because of his political ideas. He's free to have those, absolutely. But because of the calls to action, that's crossing a line. And what happened to Charlie Kirk and any other victim of political violence is a confirmation that we cannot allow people with huge influence who have no repercussion to their calls to action. Not anymore. And before anyone tries to bring up the freedom of speech, I am a supporter of freedom of speech.
Right.
But freedom of speech.
Oh yeah, this was something I mentioned in a video response that I made to when I was kicked out of a certain DDR tournament because I said some things in the context of the murder of the King of the Hill voice actor Jonathan Joss, and let's just say they didn't like what I said, including that I left a certain comment on that video saying where a certain comment that was there that I allowed that comment to say, and in that response video I said that this is a free speech is free speech as long as no one's promoting violence or anything like that, then they can say whatever you guys could say whatever the hell you want in my comment section, so long as you're not promoting violence or anything like that.
This beautiful country that is the United States of America is based on the First Amendment of the Constitution. I'm not an American, but I do know that one. And the First Amendment does not protect everything. And one of the things it doesn't protect is precisely this.
It does not protect violence, calls to violence, libel, or slander. I'm sure there's other things it doesn't protect, but those are just the ones I know of off the top of my head.
Calls for violence, incitement to violence, telling your followers where someone lives and send them there and tell them someone needs to do something. Like, you can't do that. It's not protected speech. It shouldn't be protected speech. Let me tell you why. If you are thinking, yeah, but I still think it is right to do it because I'm a free speech absolutist. Okay? Oh. So what if, because of a post you make on social media that someone like him doesn't like, they're going to find who you are and they're going to make a call to action for violence towards your husband, your wife, your children in retaliation? Are you going to say, no, I don't want anyone to do that. I don't want the video taken down because it's his freedom of speech? Didn't think so. A good way to test whether or not we're being fair or not is to try and apply whatever we think is okay to our loved ones. And once you do that, you will see the errors of your way. You will understand, oh, and that's not because you're a bad person. It's because we are hardwired to first care about our own.
Right.
Then our tribes, since
I know that some people, they tend to have their own self-interest first and foremost. I mean, obviously, everyone we all gotta like survive, right? But I don't even know where I'm going with that.
Paleolithic probably, then all the rest. But
yeah, well, oh yeah, I care about my friends and family, and I don't want any of them to like get hurt or anything.
This is a matter of justice, civility, decency, and humanity.
Exactly.
And we can share that, even if we disagree, on politics, religion, and social ideas. Next, I want to see his uncle condemning. We'll make a dedicated video about that.
Oh god. Oh, and I'll be here for that. Just you wait. But yeah, those are some good videos. If you've watched, make sure you guys, if you're watching these as standalone videos on YouTube, make sure you've watched part 1. This is simply part 2. And yeah, I'll see you in another React video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And this video was streamed live on both YouTube and Kick. Be sure to check out the VODs for unedited footage as well. Take care.